All right, as I was saying, yoga has been around for a long time, but the biggest growing area of yoga right now is senior citizens. So here to demonstrate appropriate techniques for older adults is yoga instructor Shannon Yenser and her student Marnie Pike. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
All right, we talked about yoga before for kids, and obviously a lot of people are familiar with yoga for other people, but for seniors, what's the most important consideration before they begin yoga?
Well, they would want to check with their doctor and make sure it's appropriate for them, because seniors, obviously, there's a huge gamut of abilities and capabilities and level of athleticism. So someone who's running a marathon and is 75 can do a lot more things than someone who maybe slipped and fell and broke their hips. They would want to check with their doctor and make sure what's appropriate for them.
And once they begin, doctor says, sure, do it. What's a great way to get started?
Just make sure you have a certified instructor. Do you want me to just jump in on
Sure,
some
yeah,
poses
let's
here?
show some stuff.
So Marnie here is in great shape, and we're going to start in a really simple one, mountain pose. So it seems very simple, but it works on balance, it works on the breath, and you're just going to try and find the four corners of your feet and make sure you're really balanced. You can even do this in a supermarket line.
Four corners of your feet?
Yep, the inside, the outside. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
It's also nice to be barefoot. You don't really get to be barefoot sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And another really simple one to work on balance and coordination is to just lift your heels and kind of hold them up here. Yep, and bring them down.
Oh my goodness, you guys go up high.
And if you want, the farther you bring your arms from the body, the more you're going to work. Good. And then a little gentle knee bend here and fold forward. Always listening to the back. A bent joint is always fine. And you can just let your head go, give your head a shake.
Yeah, am I doing this right?
You are doing it right. Give your head a shake.
I feel like my pants are going to split. Okay. People don't usually do yoga in a suit, do they?
And we're going to come down to hands and knees.
Okay.
Gently. No, they don't usually do it in a suit.
Okay.
You should make a whole
No,
little
this is
line.
all right. This part's easy. I got this.
Okay, and a little cat-cow, because you want to cultivate flexibility and strength in the lower
So
back.
cat-cow is you
really arch. Yep.
arch your back
and tuck your tailbone. Good.
And then, is this it?
Yep, you got it.
I should watch instead of just listen.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's the great thing about seniors. They're kind of, they don't compete with the person on the mat next to them. They're really kind of in tune with themselves. And we're going to go into the most popular pose of all, the canonical down dog. Good, yeah.
Is this down dog?
Yep. Get your feet a little wider. Give your head a shake.
I have a couch
so
here.
this is really good for stress reduction. When you hit menopause,
yes, which I
you get
fear.
Really irritable. It's really hard to be mad when you're upside down. So anything that can get you upside down, and there's a couple other poses that'll do it, are great.
That's good information.
And go ahead and, if you can, walk your hands back to your feet.
Well,
And
not
we're
all the way
gonna.
to
There you
okay.
go. You got the couch in the way. You have prop issues. Tuck your tailbone and roll it on up. Nice.
It looks simple. It doesn't look exhausting, but Marnie,
No.
it is a workout, isn't it?
It is definitely a workout.
How long have you been doing yoga?
Oh, for about 3 years.
3 years. Okay. So, all right, show us another one here. This is.
We're going to work a little bit on strength.
And
So
when people do yoga, whatever age group, but seniors specifically, how much should they do in a day? Because we think in terms of exercise, like 30 minutes a day of vigorous exercise, or weight training, whatever. So in repetition. So how much yoga is enough or too much?
Well, any yoga is great yoga, and it can be really daunting to think that there's this prescription that you have to do it 3 times a week. You don't. If you want to do it, 5 minutes a week, that's better than no yoga at all.
And I'm getting this sense. Go ahead and show us the next one.
I'm going to get Marnie to do some strength building exercises, because the difficulty with aging, this is just Warrior One. You can do it with your heel against the wall. It's good for balance. You want to square your hips.
Oh, I see what you've done.
Hands can stay here, but again, the farther, you can always experiment. The farther your arms are from the body, the more you're going to work.
And I get the I get the impression, or the sense that when you're doing yoga, you're not only strength training, but you're stretching at the same time.
Exactly. It's strength and flexibility. And the problem with, go ahead and straighten your front leg. We'll go into triangle. You can reach and make that nice, sexy triangle with your legs.
Oh,
there you go.
yeah, sure. But that's kind of a twofer for it, is it really?
Yeah, it is.
I'll keep talking while you show.
No, it's fine. And then the more you sit, the less you move. So it's a kind of vicious cycle. So the more you move, the less you sit. You'll become strong and flexible at the same time. And we're going to try chair pose now. So these, and like you were saying, these look really simple, but you can actually really work up a sweat. You're going to tuck your tailbone, bring your hands in front of your heart, and again, the farther you move your arms from the body, the harder it's going to be to work. And Marnie's been doing this for a while.
When people at home watching right now think, well, sure, she's been doing it 3 years, you've been teaching this, they know how to do it, but is there enough time spent showing people how to do the exercise before you get into it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you go to a class like an aerobics class, and they're all going at a million miles an hour, and you're still tying your shoes.
That's why you'd want to pick an appropriate class and listen to the instructor as opposed to trying to do everything the person next to you is doing.
All right, very good, great tips. Thank you. We'll have more on our website too at KATU.com. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. All right, coming up next, if you are becoming the primary caregiver for your aging parents, we have valuable advice on how to get the other family members to help out. Stay right there.